Why, hello, my classical imperialist friends, and welcome to Imperator Rome. Yep, we're finally here. Well, I should say we're finally back. It's a social profile. But yes, today we are going to play as Carthage, the superior empire that never was, because of a certain nation in Italy, our arch-rival, Rome. Even with Hannibal, they still failed, but maybe we will be able to change the course of history, or maybe I will lead Carthage to the same fate that it had in our timeline. They call themselves Rome pathetic. Yeah, on the world powers list here, we're a bit more powerful than Rome. There's some kingdoms in the east and Anatolia that are more powerful than us. As long as we keep this number bigger than Rome's number, we'll be fine. Unfortunately, Rome has many more opportunities for expansion than we do, and our rule is very loose. It's mainly based on all these, what are they called? Vassal states? And I like how they're holding a knife right there. It really expresses the idea of an oligarchic republic. So many tiny states, though. This is insane. Now, yeah, it looks like with these guys, we can at least integrate them. But wow, there's so many. This is so disgusting. Like, Persia's got it under control, but us over here, I don't even know, where do we even start? We can start putting Spain back together, or maybe take Sicily before the Romans do. And there's so many families and so many probably TikTok influencers that we have to be scared of, like this family here that doesn't like us. Why do they have so many one-year-old children? What happened 1 year ago? And so now we have to choose our mission. I kind of like the mission of ending the Sicilian War. The best way to end Sicilian warfare is to annex everything, so there's no one else to fight against us or each other. We are truly bringing peace to mankind. I feel like that's a noble cause. It's actually kind of cool. You like choose the mission and then you get the entire focus tree, or I guess probably called mission tree. Yeah, this is cool. Like, if you do over this, it shows you what focuses can't be done by the statues breaking. Wow. This is kind of making me want to start making Imperator Rome mods. Think about like a cool, really cursed Imperator Rome mod. I'm already thinking of so many possibilities once I figure out how to mod this game. Yeah, so some of these we will automatically complete after a certain amount of time, but other ones we have to do certain things to complete it. Like this one, we have to take over this place. They don't have any alliances, but that might be because I haven't started the game yet. And generally in Paradox games, people don't look for alliances until after the game starts. So we will fabricate our claim on the province of Syracuse and then attack this small nation and subjugate them. We're like a trade empire, right? But yeah, I feel like we need military stuff because we're gonna take over a ton of things. It'll be the cutest empire ever to take over the Mediterranean and beyond, maybe, unless the Romans destroy us. Yeah, the aggressive expansion impact might be important for the direction we're planning to go. We'll get some Diplo rep and some loyalty of characters. I've never actually really finished a playthrough of Imperator Rome, but when I played as Rome, all my characters kept becoming disloyal, and then I just quit the game because it was annoying. But I'm sure that won't happen this time. Now we have to choose a commander for the first navy. See, Gala here, he is a very experienced commander, but his loyalty is middle of the lane, and I don't want this guy to be the hero who's going to overthrow the empire when I do something stupid. So let's put somebody loyal in charge, like our best friend, Optimal Cart. Something like that. We'll sail the navy over to Sicily, just because that's where we're gonna be doing stuff right now. Okay, so we've gotten to our first situation. Syracuse declared war on everybody that we wanted to declare war on, so we had to declare war on them so that we could get this siege before they. But now I think our puppet state got the siege, which, yeah, I think as long as they transfer the occupation to us, then we can take it. If we have to give it to them, that'll be sad. bad, but they're our puppet state, so it's gonna be okay most likely. We'll just keep building the army, and I'm kind of sad that our navy is so big because it's so expensive to maintain. Kind of want to delete it, but I feel like that would be a really bad idea. Ah, yes, and the first person in our circle offers friendship, Danelle. He's 100 loyalty and 44 flower score. That could be useful. I think we found someone new to put in charge of the armies. And in a very embarrassing result, Syracuse lost their war against all the countries we're at war with. So now Tindaria owns a big chunk of what used to be a Syracuse. So now we can take all of that in our war against them. This is like the best thing that's ever happened to me in Imperator Rome. Ah, well, we've conquered most of Sicily now. That was pretty fast. Unfortunately, everybody there is starving. I hate having to deal with all these starving people. I guess I can import food. I'm guessing that's what you have to do. I have quite a bit of it. I'll just import it from myself. For some reason, one of our characters got himself imprisoned in Syracuse. I probably could pay Syracuse or bribe them to free him, but I feel like the better option would be to declare war on them and just free him. That's a much more exciting way to free him. And I have this army that's here. I kind of want to move it somewhere else, but I have to take care of matters in Sicily first. So I think we are going to have an epic march to the prison with our entire army. I don't know what the armies are called here, Legion or something, to free this one guy and maybe casually take over the country in the meantime. Yeah, and unfortunately well, I guess it's kind of fortunate because we need to defend this region, but there are so many forts here that it's extremely expensive. I'm gonna delete a ton of forts. We'll keep a couple strategic ones, but most part, we really can't afford to have all these forts everywhere. And more plot armor has arrived to help us out. Our bank is very empty, but this man had a dream, and for some reason that dream made him want to give us money to make him feel like he's protected. So that's good. That's the money we needed, and soon we will complete the siege of Syracuse, and then we will get a lot of money from looting the city. Ooh, and we'll start to import elephants. Yes, that'll become important soon. Okay, now it's time that we attack the perfect target for invasion. They're a large nation. They have no allies. We have a claim on them. They have a lot of pops, I believe. And they have a culture that we also have a bit of in our nation. I think this is gonna be a very good war. Oh, I guess they got one ally. Who? These guys. It should be okay. Look at all these allies we have. We'll win. Well, that was quite the nice war. I like that. Oh, and also I forgot to mention, but I accidentally white-pieced Syracuse, but it's not the worst thing because our truce is already over, so we can just invade and loot their city again. It works out. Massilia canceled their tribute with us, which is kind of annoying, but we will invade them after we secure Sicily, and then we will just fully integrate them, because I was planning on canceling their vassal status anyway, so we could integrate them. And some of these smaller countries, we are improving relations and integrating them. Like these guys now we can integrate, which is very nice. Also, Rome is now twice as powerful as us. It might not be power, it just might be some sort of arbitrary score. At least our pop counts, yeah, our pop counts are about equal. It's time we invade and actually annex Syracuse now. I think they have all the same allies, but I promise I will not accidentally white piece them this time. We'll take them over now. Yeah, this province is not doing so well. Our governor is vengeful, proud, depressed. I think plain speaking might be good, maybe. And her ambition is extorting territory. At least she's loyal. And you know how I feel about loyalty. It's a virtue above all others. And we did it. And that guy who was in prison for an extra 4 or 5 years is finally free. And I guess he probably got the worst of the fact that we accidentally sent them an offer of white peace. Okay, so here's my strategy for defeating Rome, or at least surviving against Rome. Through an event, I got a claim on Rome, but I don't think I'll be enforcing that claim anytime soon. That would be a really bad idea, but we technically have the claim to take Latium. But my idea is to get an alliance with Macedon. They're decently powerful, and Rome will try to attack them eventually. It'll be really easy to get an alliance because we have a common threat. We're very powerful. We just need to make them like us, because they kind of hate us because of all the aggressive expansion, but that's understandable. We just need money. Pretty low on money. We were paying a mercenary for a very long time, and that didn't go very well. But yeah, soon we'll be able to focus on Spain, which will be a nice change. I guess we could go into southern Italy. That's a little more risky, but it might pay off. Oh, a daughter has been born. This is the first time that someone, not the royal family, but the ruling family has been born. Wow. I think Hannibal can be a good, girl baby name too. It works either way. I don't know how often we'll get to name people, so if that's the only time it could be useful, we might be at war with Rome soon. Okay, well, the new ruler of Carthage is now the general, which I feel is kind of unfortunate, but I guess we'll never lose control of this army as long as the leader is always the general. And our new leader, she's actually a good general, so this will be good. So everybody's voting on term length right now. And I thought they were gone, but they have been hiding in the shadows. Syracuse still exists right here. They hate us, and Rome has a war goal against them, but we will be dealing with them first, before Rome. Rome's also at war with a lot of people. This is dangerous. Rome could be invading us any day now. Rome wants to import vegetables from us. Is Rome? Yeah, Rome kind of hates us because of the aggressive expansion and us supporting rebels in their territory. But I'm okay with this. If they want to pay us to buy vegetables, I think that's okay. Yeah, but now everybody in Sicily is our best friend, and I'm sure it'll never be invaded by Rome. And as we prepare to defeat Syracuse once and for all, we have to decide what we're going to do next. Even though we weren't just dealing with Sicily, technically we were doing the Sicilian mission the entire time, but I don't really know what to do now. Could end Rome. I feel like that would be kind of scary though, and we don't really have the most amazing economy. I don't really know how much Rome snowballs, especially if we take over Spain and maybe Egypt and stuff before they do. So what we need to do is we need to increase the population in some of these settlements already here, so then we can start colonizing these new areas and complete the mission tree. I guess we could just force people to move here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We'll just force them to move there and then colonize it. That's much better than slowly developing the colony over decades. I guess we could be nice and build some houses and things for them. It isn't a city, so we're kind of limited on what houses we can build, because in this game, depending on what type of settlement, there are different houses. Well, maybe city and metropolis have the same types, but well, I have justified against Syracuse, but our greatest enemy finds themselves in the middle of a civil war, so I don't think it would be a good time to invade. We'll let this play out and then we'll invade them. We had another nation cancel their tributary status, so we will have to deal with them anyway. Also, I think now's a good time to check up on our great friend, our future genius general, Hannibal. She's greedy, has an infection. The First Roman Carthaginian War. Actually, you know what? I think it's time that we raise all levies. Okay, the navy is being merged into one. We're not gonna lose the navy to the Romans. The corrupt, prideful lady, she can go deal with those guys. Everybody else is coming to Sicily. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Syracuse will have to wait. They're still dealing with their rebellion anyways. We have to choose our new omen. We will do the deity of war. And the Romans are landing, but we will hurry and hire this mercenary company with our vast riches. And we still have that claim on Rome. Think about it. What if we take Rome in our first war with Rome? All the glory. Who will be the Imperator now? Okay, the Romans are sieging down a province in Sardinia. We have a numerical advantage. We both have the same morale. Our generals have the same martial skill, and we have one more military tech than them. And it's on defensive territory. They're sieging us. I think we've done it, and there's no way they're getting out of here. We have our great fleet here. And I think now it's about time that we sail over to mainland Italy. Rome has a ton of legions invading over here. That's so many. How do they have such a big army? I don't know. Maybe we should just land in Rome itself and salt the earth so that they can never again defy us. Yeah, this isn't good. Don't think we can win this battle. And there's reinforcements. Yeah, if we land here really fast, we could maybe win. Maybe. I guess invading the city of Rome was probably a really bad idea. What we should do is we should take over all their territory not connected by land with Rome, and then we can take that in the war. Okay, we finally got out of Italy. That was a really bad move. That was a strategic blunder. Wow, we got some territory here in Italy. That's kind of cool. Oh wait, regular Syracuse has been annexed. Syracuse still exists, well the Syracusan revolt does, and they still hate us and have all the same opinion modifiers as Syracuse. Well, that's all for today though. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had a fun time fighting our great rival Syracuse and the lesser rival Rome. It was all good, and maybe I will continue and finally find out what the end date of Imperator Rome is. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all next time.